The Neo-Reality Entertainment brand expands with a relaunch of the Neo-Reality Collective Pop Culture News Talk. Your host, Eric Brown, gives his insights and thoughts in the ever-expanding news world of comic books, professional wrestling, gaming, TV, and movies. Be sure to donate to the brand and keep up to date with additional content on YouTube channels such as Neo Reality Entertainment, NRE The Wrestleverse, and NRE Pop Culture Omniversa.
Today's edition of Neo Reality Collective is brought to you by Anchor.fm, a free distribution service podcasting hosting platform that allows you to record your podcast on your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and so much more. You can even make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor.fm app or go to Anchor.fm to get started today. Thank you and enjoy the episode. Welcome back, everyone, to Neo Reality Collective. And we're talking about the trial of Magneto as part of the Reign of X storylines. And oh boy. So once again, before we cut into the issue, we gotta go over some context and details regarding the story and the characters. Primarily that all of them are insane, and I'm pretty certain that they're villains at this point for the X-Men, because I've been saying this since Hickman started the relaunch of the X-Men with Krakoa, because they propose some weird things in here. But moving on from that part, they once again seemingly forget that they could just ask Magneto this whole thing, and this whole issue could be over with. I mean, yeah, we could go with that. And like I said, as much as the credits say that Jonathan Hickman is involved in this project as the head of X, I'm actually laying to myself to wait, is he really in charge of this story? Because nothing he does in here indicates that what's going on in Inferno will align with what's going on in the trial of Magneto. In fact, it does from the trailer of Inferno that this does in fact take place after the trial of Magneto. And then I realized something when I was thinking this. If Hickman was the one in charge of this, wouldn't he have had Mystique, use this as a way to get Destiny back? You know, Magneto's so desperate to revive Wanda Maximoff, and then, there's the vote, and Magneto could have, and Mystique could have, had a little bit of a recess for a second, and talked to Magneto, and, okay, I'll vote in your favor, and I'm sure I could convince some other people to vote, if you let me have Destiny back. I mean, considering how emotions were high, I'm surprised Mystique, being the savast that she was, didn't think that through. Because that would have been at least one last attempt before she decides, I'm just gonna burn everything to the ground. But yeah, Jean Grey goes ahead and tries to read the mind of Magneto, because we could have just done that from the beginning and ended this after the 2 issues it should have been. And instead they say, oh, well, you see, Magneto is currently in a nightmare, and and the id is a very dangerous place, and therefore she would need Emma Frost's help, even though Jean Grey is one of the most powerful mutants on the planet. Wait. And yeah, I'm still confused on what's going on with this. I really am. And yeah, what happens in this issue, yeah, it's going to be a little dramatic in how they take things. So let's dig into the Trial of Magneto, issue 2 of the X-Men and Reign of X, and find out after these breaks and messages. Take care. We're back, everyone, and let's dig into the Trial of Magneto. Oh, and wonder what else is going to happen in this series. So we cut to Magneto sitting quietly reading a book as he lets out a heavy sigh. Enjoying the view, Charles. As he strolls off into the hallway. I know you're here. You forgot I have decades of experience when it comes to recognizing the grating presence of your telepathic needling. What game are you even playing at, Charles? Am I being surveilled alone in my own home in the hopes that I just might happen to confess to murder, or talking aloud to myself? And the room changes around him as flowers start to bloom. What? What is the meaning of this? Sorry, it's my fault. No, Hope. It's quite alright. I should have warned you that Magneto is formidable at evading his psychic inquiry even without his helmet. Well, I would resist being tortured too. This isn't... Yes, it is. Yeah, so, they continue to highlight that this is clearly... That this... I mean, they could have used this as the reason why Jean Grey couldn't read the mind, because he's been so psionically manipulated in multiple times in the past that he could develop a natural resistance to it. But no, they instead went with the BS route, and because Jean Grey and Emma Frost are somehow busy on the side, they had to get Hope Summers to do the story, to do the inquiry, and yeah, she even says that this is torture. And yeah. Then Xavier tries to double down on the whole thing and say, Hope, we're presenting his mind with different scenarios intended to make him feel at ease. Going out of our way to ensure his comfort is tactical manipulation to extract a convention. Finding the truth isn't torture. If it isn't finding the truth when gaslit techniques are being used to force confession. I just like to ask this one specific question. I know this is tough for everyone here to understand, but does everyone kind of forget that they could just ask Magneto what's going on? I mean, it's just kind of like, it's just kind of weird that they don't ask him, because it's just kind of reaching a point where I'm just thinking, come on, like, you clearly know, you should by now know who this is. I mean, it's just kind of reaching a point for me that I'm just like, oh god, can you just ask him instead of coming up with like 100 different reasons why you shouldn't ask him? Like I said, the story could end right here if they just simply say, did you kill the Scarlet Witch? And Magneto could say no, instead of making all this weird undercover stuff. It's just really kind of annoying. So, yeah. Hope tries to continue exacerbate this whole issue. I say, you had to know I wouldn't be happy about being asked to help with this at all, let alone that you expect me to keep it a secret for the rest of the 5. I know. I am so sorry to have involved you in such sensitive matters. Now come, let us finish our unfortunate yet necessary work and be done with it. Why not ask Jean or Emma? Well, Jean Grey is currently off negotiating on the side, and Emma... Yeah, we didn't ask her. They are busy with an urgent matter of diplomacy. Because Emma Frost is the best person you can ask to be your diplomat. Krakoa receives its first official guests today. I mean, like, you could say the Hellfire Gal was the official guest, but no. And the Quinjet arrives, and, well, all the mutants are watching this unfold, and they're looking like they are watching us. So the Avengers, aka the original Avengers group, kind of, with Vision, Iron Man, Captain America, and the Wasp, who I don't even think is even on the Jason Aaron team, meet up with Jean Grey, Cyclops, and Wolverine. And Jean Grey hugs Vision in grief. We're so sorry for your loss, Vision. And Jean Grey then hugs the Wasp, and Cyclops talks. Seeing as this is your first visit to Krakoa, we hope we could give you a tour of the island and show you around before you retrieve Wanda's remains. Would that be okay? Yes, that'd be nice. Yes, we will let them in on government secrets. Condolences to the bereaved. The Scarlet Witch has been killed, and all evidence points to Magneto, even as he heavily petitions the Quiet Council for her resurrection. Meanwhile, the murder investigation has been fraught with tension as X-Factor and the X-Men both attempt to head the investigation on their own terms. When did the X-Men do this? The investigation is further complicated with the fraught nature of the Scarlet Witch's history with mutantdom, as Betty on Krakoa celebrating her passing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Magneto's not going to be pissed off about this. More concerning, something is happening to Wanda's body, and the X-Factor is going to have to uncover the mystery fast because the Avengers have just arrived to recover their fallen teammate. Yeah, that's probably going to end well. And once again, they mentioned that, Hickman's the head of X. Remember that, he's still in charge. So, yeah, the team does their tour guide, and Polaris goes ahead and starts talking with Jean. It's too late for a detour, and Hope isn't at the hatchery right now to make a telepathic mask the place. Jean, you're gonna have to erase their memories to protect the secret of resurrection. Oh, we're doing this. Remember I said that the X-Men are becoming more and more villainous in some ways, more chaotically good, but still kind of messed up? Yeah, this is what I mean. Now they're having casual discussions, telepathy-wise, to say, hey, do you think it would be cool to, erase their memories? Because there's clearly no way they could remember. I'm like, it's not like Tony Stark's done it like multiple times with his alcoholism, or when he does multiple ounces of guilt and horrible things he's done over the years. The goal was to give water-based mutants a habitat that allowed accessibility to Krakoan facilities. Follow his way through the gate. I'm not sure I'm comfortable carrying out such a massive breach of diplomacy. Well, the alternative is a massive breach in Krakoa's state secrets. Okay, true, but Jean Grey tries to say there has to be another way. I mean, oh look, looks like someone else figured it out already, actually. Up here we have, and Emma Frost has arrived to distract everybody. Hello, boys. Hey, afternoon, ma'am. Go easy on him, Frost. Ma'am is the feminine honorific taking the Century Cap hails from. And I might just say, for one modern business Mongol to another, your tangible assets are looking very valuable at the moment, exceptionally well developed. I'm pretty sure she hasn't killed him yet. Girls, did you hear something? No, Mother. Good to see you, Jenny. Sorry about Iron Man. He's feral. You know how he is. I'm perfectly sane. I'm perfectly sane, damn it. I mean, like, it's not like I had plenty of liquor when we got here. Because we did the Demon in the Bottle storyline like 20 years ago. But I'm gonna do the drunk Tony Stark voice because Linkara makes it funny. Don't worry, Polaris. They can't see or hear a thing of Arbor Magna behind us. They just think we're out here sunbathing. Oh, that's gonna end badly. We searched this place from top to bottom to find clues as to Magneto's movements in his home just before the Hellfire Gala. What's the biggest anomaly? The cradle's empty. Correct. The missing Cerebro helmet has to be connected to Wanda's murder. I can chrono skim to see who stole the Cerebro helmet from its cradle here. I wonder if it was taken to keep Magneto from using it to force Wanda's resurrection, though. Oh, and revealing that Magneto took it himself. He took it himself. So we get more weird text graph of alchemy and magic. Here it is what I've learned about magic. Magic has no master. It belongs to neither gods nor man. This is the in-between, the space between spaces. It's a threshold crossed only by the road or by your rights. A clandestine path choosing who among the ceaseless quests fumbling towards divinity are truly worthy. I am worthy! Its moon's gentle glycerin and of tides and all the elemental pools of life he leaves behind, each one glimmering and small and infinitely lonely, is a place none can follow, an implication lurking behind words, the coil of rope before it clinches in purpose to rescue or ruin. There is magic even in the intent driving a dagger. One may become adept to magic's navigation, but never its dominion, because magic rules itself, and mortality, he simply bears witness. So we see Wanda once again in the ancestral plane, having the time of her life, it seems, in this state of life and death. Magic is lawless, iconless, and into being a yearning clutches of eternity, drawing forth new form out of the void, stardust and darkness. And then I run before the cloaked figure reappears and kills me once more. It isn't a normal death. I burst apart into fragments of life like vistas, confetti scattered across the astral realm, and then nothing. Darkness, darkness, and then rebirth. Darkness, and then I wake up. Wake up! We don't have much time before Xavier gets back. So Hope Summers seems to have me doing something. Wake up! And Magneto awakens. Time to go. You need to make sure the Avengers don't see Wanda's body now. Do you understand? Hope, what do you understand? Do not let them see her body. I understand. Oh dear. So, Hope has an agenda going on. Meanwhile, in the Boneyard. Oh, is Kyle? Is he around, Captain America? You know my husband. We met at the Hellfire Gala, actually. You made quite the impression. He's good at that. He'll be home from work later. I'm sure you'd love to say hello. Oh, who knew such a brutal murder would bring so many different people together? One might even mistake this as a happy occasion at first glance. I am Quicksilver, king of the brooding! It's not the murder, Pietro. It's the grief bringing us together. It's a staggering loss, such as an incredible, unforgettable woman that eclipses the trivial little things like political differences. Yes, I, Captain America, definitely do not freak out when someone called my A symbol as the meaning for France. That was the ultimate me. But, yeah. So Captain America, being the diplomat that he is, because he knows how to be compassionate like he's Superman, except without the Superman part. I mean, like, unless you count Super Soldier, but anyways. Pietro thanks him for saying that and apologizes for, his rude behavior. Don't be. I bet it would make her melt knowing that you are still protecting her, even when she's no longer with us. That you are always going to be protected, no matter what. And Quicksilver speeds off as Northstar tries to comfort him. Pietro, are you? Don't. Hugs can be productive, I hear. Sometimes people need hugs. You. Not that. And then he gets attacked by rope. By magnetic rope. So, turns out Magneto is currently raising hell. Yeah. Send the Avengers out and no one gets hurt. Are you kidding? What? My suit's magnet proof. I can take him. And we know you can't. That's not the point. Then what the hell is it? Because being him sure does seem to be everyone's best interest at the moment. Letting them protect us is the point, Tony. They don't want us to have to fight on their turf. 10 minutes, Cyclops. I'll let you have 10 minutes to sort it out before yourselves before getting involved in it. That's it. Understood. Think we'll only need 5, though. I'll make us a new exit. Wait. Let me. Polaris tries to play diplomat. And no one seems to question how he was just 1 minute in his black outfit and now suddenly in his red outfit. So you chose to build the Boneyard with an entirely magnetized structure or an indulgent design. Is this what you were doing instead of finally finishing your geophysics degree? Well, since you mentioned it, I designed a sentient defense structure for my doctoral thesis. Welcome. And Cyclops blasts him. You got an A, right? No, but I got a PhD, so it's fine. And the fight begins. Take point, and go protect the science. X Factor, to me! We're defending the chain of custody. What's that even mean? I believe it means we're making sure nothing compromises the investigation or destroys the incident evidence. In case that it's Magneto's goal. Oh, I know. I said 10 minutes, but I started feeling left out, so here we are. The Avengers charge! You don't want to do this, but I do! And the Wasp uppercuts him in her tiny form. Packs a punch. I'll be taking these. And he tosses the vibranium shield from Captain America onto Iron Man. So that ends well. And starts crushing Vision because Vision should have realized he's made of metal. Who's next? Who's next? I'm next. Hello? What is all this? I feel like I'm just coming in and just wandering around and I just see chaos blooming. Hey, are we under attack by Orcus again? Kyle, no! Oh, the Avengers leave Krakoa. Or fine, they'll leave. Now let go of my husband. I am Northstar, protector. Get out. Rude, get the f*** out. Let's stay calm, Northstar. Let's not. I would kill you all in an instant if that's all it required was to save Kyle. Shall we find out? Let him go, Magneto. Kyle is innocent. He's not involved with this. He's human. He's Krakoan. Is this really what you want, Magneto? To harm your own people? Oh, no, this is not what I want. But I do want you to leave. May we ask why? Does it have something to do with the reason we're here? Are you trying to keep us from taking Wanda's body home? None of you know what home means for Wanda. I think I do, actually. Fine. It was me. I did it. I'm the one who killed her. And I wanted you to leave because I'm guilty of first-degree murder. Now take me away before I change my mind and decide to bring this place down to its knees, after all. Well, what are you waiting for? I murdered the Scarlet Witch! And that's when you realize, yeah, this is not Magneto. Like, this is not Magneto. Like, I'm pretty certain he's under mind control. Like, it's kind of obvious. There's hinting that Onslaught might have done this. They're also suggesting Mystique's been manipulating events. And they also think Exodus is involved in things. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure Magneto didn't do it. And then Wanda Maximoff shows up. I'm afraid I have to disagree. On several points, actually. And Mystique is watching all this in the forest. Well then, this should be interesting. I should have really asked Magneto if I could get Destiny back in exchange for my favors in the boat. I'm kind of an idiot when I think about it. I think I'm just going to go continue my story in Inferno. Hello everyone. I'm really moved that you all came to help me. But really, everything is alright. I just want to put all this behind me and let things get back to normal. And she kisses Vision, proving that this is not in fact Wanda. Because, remember, although the editor of the X books admitted that Wanda has the ability to fool the Cerebro helmet into backing up its memory data because of her reality warping powers, they're still saying she's not a mutant, even though she has a more up-to-date module. But they go ahead and say, well, you see, Wanda does not have an up-to-date module, even though we could just check, because it fooled us before. But we have a more not up-to-date model of Wanda, so yeah. So if I had to take a guess, this is pre-disassembled Wanda. Yeah, I'm pretty certain this is pre-disassembled Wanda Maximoff. When she still thinks she's a mutant, where she's still in a relationship with Vision, where she assumes she has 2 young little babies, and does not go crazy through a convoluted scheme by Dr. Doom. So, yeah, this is probably going to end badly. So, that was only the second issue. And next week, we get the Onslaught revelation, along with some other X books. And then on the 29th, we're going to get Inferno, which I will plan to cover. Oh, man, this was a thing. Like, a very, very confusing thing. Like, really confusing. Like, this is the thing that bugs me a little bit. So, they're going this route with Magneto killed her, even though they're now saying, oh, he probably didn't. But now they're going ahead and saying, oh, Scarlet Witch is back. Except it might not be the Scarlet Witch. It's a Scarlet Witch from before all this. And now they're suggesting Magneto didn't resurrect her, and now they're suggesting he might have forced it, but then you're thinking, wait, when did he do that if he's been at the Krakoan Council screaming at the top of his lungs, threatening to kill Xavier and whatnot? And then here's the other thing why I wanted to point out why what Magneto says to demand the Avengers take him into custody and whatnot and send him to jail, essentially. Why that's not what Magneto says. So, this is what Magneto says in issue 5 of Sword. Today is for murder, and I know murder. Murder, in the simplest terms, is a choice. I've made that choice many times in the passion of an instant and at the cold, calculated length. By such choices were made at a time long past. We are here and it is now. If I were to make that choice again, for any reason, I would face exile and face it gladly, for we must be a nation of laws. So yeah, this is not Magneto that we see him in the Sword books or in any of the X-Men books. This is clearly mind-controlled Magneto, who thinks it's the 90s again, because Magneto has admitted in Sword that yes, if I was to kill someone right now, I will gladly face exile. I will face eternal stasis torture, essentially. So, yeah. Though at the same time, Magneto does admit that he does pretend to lie. He does lie to himself about the whole hating Wanda thing because of the whole pretender shtick that he has to go with. But, yeah. I don't think Magneto was lying about how he would face the consequences for his actions. That's definitely something I can imagine Magneto doing. So, yeah, we're in an issue of confusion, mass confusion, and insanity. And we have no idea who the main suspect is besides Magneto. Still saying it could have been Exodus, Mystique, Onslaught, or whoever killed Doctor Strange in a few months. Because some people speculate it might be connected, that Doctor Strange and Wanda's deaths are no mere coincidence, and they might be the same person. And also, I must stress, people seem to forget that everyone in Krakoa, or most of the young ones, hate Wanda. What's stopping them from just shapeshifting and having magnetism? Like, does everyone just forget this? Like, they're instantly thinking Magneto did it. But you do realize we're on an island filled with mutants, and we kind of built a culture of hating Wanda. So why do you assume it's just Magneto that did it? Well, you see, the reason why is because we needed a cool story to reference something from the 90s. So shut up. Yeah, that's my best guess. So this was the trial of Magneto 2, and the art is still mixed for me. I kind of am still mixed over this artwork they have for it. The writing is so wordy, and it seems like characters forget who they are for a sec. But, yeah, overall, I'm just hoping this whole finale gets explained, and I'm trying to wonder how Inferno will tie into this, because Inferno, from what the trailer they posted looked like from 2 weeks ago, does seem to indicate this takes place after the trial, which means they have to spoil the ending to Inferno, or just, publish the whole thing right now. But they're not going to do that. There's too much money to be made. So, yeah, we're going to just see what happens next on the next edition of the Trial of Magneto, issue 3. This was Neo Reality Collectors signing out, and take care and have a good day, everyone.
Be sure to donate to the brand and keep up to date with additional content on YouTube channels such as Neo Reality Entertainment, NRE The Wrestleverse, and NRE Pop Culture Omniversa.